आज का सुबह का सच and today is my favorite day because for a long time I was thinking about making this video and somehow I was managed to do some research and get you some 9 points, 9 leadership skills you should learn from Dhoni if you want to be or if you are a leader. Let's go. Now, along with sharing you points, I'll also share occasion or a clip which will show, and you will agree to this point also, and you can apply in your leadership skills. Point one is presence of mind. Now, I'll show you a clip wherein Dhoni, when he was a captain, and when a team was in need of 6 runs from 4 balls, and he was getting caught, he made sure that he crossed over, he got the runner out, on the other end, so that the new batsman should not face the bowler, and the old batsman who is in form with him should face and get the winning runs. Isn't it called the presence of mind? Now, in your leadership also, the presence of mind is very, very important to apply on the situation so that you get the result out of it. Second is the converting opportunity from nowhere. Like in this clip, you'll be shown that there was not even a 1 run on this ball which he faced, but somehow he used the opportunity from nowhere to collect 2 runs, knowing the skills he had and the trust he had with his partner. He converted 0 into 2 runs. Now, like that, you should have opportunity coming from anywhere. You should trust yourself and you should convert that opportunity into growth, maybe a double growth. If you see an opportunity, if you trust yourself and your team members. Third is that as a person, as a leader, as a team member, you should be learning new tricks, like how Dhoni, as a wicket keeper, as a batsman, as a captain, keep on learning new tricks. Now, in this clip, you'll be shown that he learned a new trick to stop the ball, because when the batsman was taking a run behind the stumps, he managed to stop the ball with his one leg. Yes, so that's the trick he learned, and he applied it also. Other keepers also learned it from him. So learning new tricks also is a quality of a leadership you should be learning. Now, when you are a leader, sometimes you have to play a poker face. Now, in this occasion, playing against the best of the team like Australia, he played a poker face and made this batsman, make a fool of it, because when he was running from the other end, the ball was thrown from the boundary line, and he made a poker face as if the ball is going on the bowler's side. So the batsman was free and running a bit slowly, and he used that opportunity to make the run out. And so it is very important sometimes as a leader to play a poker face so that the opposition or competition doesn't understand your moves. Keep your eyes wide and open. Now, this is something which you as a leader, around you, whatever is happening, whether within the team or in competition, you should keep your eyes wide and open, so that any opportunity given, like for example in this occasion, he knew that the run out was in due course, but he know the rules of the game. So he made the other batsman cross the stump over, and then he told the team member to plug in the stumps, so that the better batsman got out, not the one which was actually run out. So this is the new rule of the game, and he was having that eyes and ears open so that he could remember the rule and apply to it. Playing in opposition mind. Now, when you are a leader or you're a player like Dhoni, you play in opposition's mind as well. Now, in this occasion, Ricky Ponting, who was best captain of Australia, placed 8 members on the offside, and the bowler also, bowled an offside. Somehow, Dhoni managed to get the ball in the leg side and ran 3 runs out of nowhere. So, playing in opposition mind, that made Ricky Ponting furious, and that over itself, he made so many changes that he could gather so many runs. So, playing in opposition or competition mind also is an important point you should be learning. 7 is trust your instinct. Now, sometimes it happens that you have to take a call or you have to make decisions based on your instinct, which may be at that point of time look a bit risky. But as a leader, if you don't trust your instinct, then you may be not having a kind of confidence in you, and you may be not having that trust from others also. So it is very, very important to trust your own instinct and play accordingly. In this occasion, when the ball was thrown, and it was maybe the first of the time that he did that, that he took the ball and he didn't even look at the stump. He knew exactly where the stump was, and he threw the ball into the stumps. That is called trusting your instinct. The other point is you should visualize the result. Now, whenever you're doing an activity or whenever you're going for a pitch, you have to visualize the result in front of you to make sure that you are prepared. Now, in this occasion, when the ball was given to Hardik Pandya and he went for about 10 runs in 3 balls, he kind of knew that if he gets hit or if he gets out, he visualized both the result. And on the last ball, when he was bowling, he took out one of the gloves. He knew that the batsman misses, then he would run. So he was prepared and he visualized that at the end of the day, I have to catch the ball and I have to run to make the run out. So he took out one of the gloves so that he can easily catch the ball and run with the ball towards the stump. So like that, you need to visualize the result on any activity which you're doing if you're a leader to get more perspective. Either ways, I mean, it should not be only positive. Either ways, you should be prepared so that the result will be more positive than once you visualize. The last but not the least is trusting your team member. Now, recently, when Hardik Pandya was doing an interview with Harsha Bhogle, he mentioned that on his one of the first games, he went for about 19 runs, in an over, and he was having a bad match on his side. In spite of having a bad match, Dhoni called him to bowl the over, and that confidence made him what he is today. Now, there are two ways to go about it. That once your team member or your colleague does a mistake, you either give him confidence and correct him, or you shake his confidence by discouraging him or saying things which will demotivate him. You will discourage him or you will demotivate him. The other side is to give him a chance. You should give chance wherein you are encouraging him to try one more time, and that confidence, if it makes him as a player or if it's make any of your team member successful, then why not? As a team leader, as a group leader, it will give you that result which you are expecting from people, because unless until all your team members perform, you cannot be a good leader. So always remember that before taking a decision, you have to count how many chances you have given him and what kind of support you have given him to the team member, so that you are equally responsible for the result which is coming out. These are the 9 leadership skills you should learn from Dhoni, and if you apply, I'm sure you'll be a great leader. Have a nice day.